White-collar crime often occurs in the context of complex organizations like corporations. This context raises the question of when an organization is criminally liable for an individual's actions. Historically, corporations couldn't be criminally liable under common law. Because a corporation has no mind, it couldn't form the necessary criminal intent. Moreover, because a corporation isn't a physical entity, it couldn't undertake an actus reus. Finally, a corporation couldn't go to prison. But things have changed. Initially, courts began to recognize corporate criminal liability in response to corporate violations involving acts of omission in connection with regulatory offenses. Those violations were strict liability offenses that didn't require a mens rea or an affirmative criminal act, and were punished by fines. Then, in New York Central and Hudson River Railroad Company versus United States, the Supreme Court held that a corporation can be held criminally liable for the acts of its employee agents committed in the scope of their employment. In that case, the company and two managers were charged with violating a federal statute regulating the rates charged by common carriers for transporting goods. The court reasoned that nothing in the law prevented this result. Furthermore, public policy strongly supported imposing fines on a corporation that profits from an employee agent's actions based on the knowledge and intent of the agents to whom the corporation has entrusted its authority. Thus, the company and its managers were found guilty and fined.